No, do a Joker voice.
And here we go.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to this episode of Galactic Nerd Outpost. I am your host, Joey McGee, aka Gojin the Makai Phantom. Joining me is Kaiju Cody.
Loving talk to you. We are so back, baby. Ow!
Toku Punk.
I'm the Toku Punk, baby. I'm the Toku Punk, baby.
And his lover, Lupin the Third.
Bruh, I don't swing that way, dog.
Your taste in women says the opposite, buddy.
You know, random, but like fun facts, there are some people that believe Lupin the Third is actually a bisexual icon, as romates with Fujiko and the G.N.O. So,
oh shit! No wonder like Lupin vibes with the character.
Those people are faggots in my eyes. My friend.
Oh no!
Actually, in the Lupin canon, that is false. Yeah, that's true. But anyways, under the topic, the Evangelion stream. So yeah.
I don't actually know the words to this song.
Dude's gonna go wank off on uncultured fucking Asuka. We can't speak.
Hello, Minecraft. You too, Matt. How are you guys? Now, first,
I don't see Minecraft World on the stream. I don't know.
No, everyone, they're watching like Minecraft and like Mad Matt. Matt says, yes, I'm quite stoked for the new Evangelion anime connection. We'll be talking about that. We'll be talking about that.
Pour one out for the homies that died along the way before the sequel getting announced.
Stop talking over Gojin, goddammit!
But anyway, something I want to say, like, this is going to hopefully be the last podcast we do on StreamYard. I tried to do it through OBS. I'm still learning. I got some tips from Blackaroony, and he did get me a long way. I ought to suck his cock for how far he got me. And for how far he got me. But I am taking it, but I don't understand enough about OBS to want to deal with that now, so we're just going to go through the old-fashioned way, and that is, like, through StreamYard. And we're... and Montage Man said, suck it real good. Fuck you. Supposed to be the only admin of Sakura Central with that type of edgy mouth. You guys can't go taking that from me. I'm the fucking troublemaker.
Oh boy, Neon Genesis slop in Evangelion. No, it's not. That's Darling and the Franks. That's slop. Nah.
I agree.
Hey, come on, guys. Everyone should be allowed to express their opinion, no matter how wrong they are. Suck it, Kuru.
Yeah. But why are you joining a stream of something you don't like? But why?
I'll be honest.
Though.
The only good thing that came out of Darling and the Franks is the porn. I'll be honest.
I'll be honest, it's been a while since I watched Darling in the Franxx, but I actually remember liking it. It's been a while, though.
I actually never watched it. I just heard like it starts off all right, but everyone hated the ending in the second half of it.
So, before we go any further, it's been a while, and there's a good reason for that. Life has been kicking our asses.
Big life. Lots of
life has been fucking terrible. So, for a while, I wanted to kind of... Like, there's a few reasons, actually. One, I wanted to stop relying on my mobile device to do podcasts, mainly because, like, mobile, you're very limited on what you can do when it comes to streams. And another thing is, what's the word I'm looking for? Another thing is, 2025 was just a very rough year for me and for a lot of these other people here. And it's still a bit rough, to say the least, but you know what? It's about time we get back up and start making content again. I have more plans. I will say this, I'm setting the stand, like I said, we're moving on from StreamYard after this. I want future podcasts to be of a higher standard because I'm taking this more seriously. I want my... videos to be of a higher standard too. I have 2 videos I'm working on. One, I'm finally reviewing. After all this time, and I can explain this outside of the fact life is horrible. I'm finally getting my Uzumaki review out of the way. But here's the other reason why I took so long for that. I gave the script to Zim to touch up. And Zim took a long time. But he's a busy man, so I hold no ill will about that. But he sent it my way recently. I started recording the lines for that I got 12 recordings done. I did touch it up further to align it with my current standards, but it's not going to be as good as the video after that. The video after that, which is my Evangelion video, that's going to set the standard for anything I make going forward when it comes to quality of content. Like, I put so much effort into that. I researched my ass off. I made sure I perfected the wording. I've learned so much. I can't have anything that comes after it being less. So it's like, the Uzumaki review, don't expect that to be anything grand. Expect that to be a little bit of my old type of style. But after that video, with the Evangelion one, everything from that point on, the bar is going to be raised. That's what I want.
It is kind of a shame that you couldn't have done the Uzumaki review like a while back and got it out of the way, and then did the Evangelion video around the time we were doing this stream, because that would be such good synergy, you know?
It would, but I actually have some plans, like, to get some synergy out, because when it comes to Evangelion review, I also have a short that I'm gonna drop, because, like, there's this one time, like, I won't
drop them drawers,
but, like, there's this one quote from Anno that people take out of context regarding Eva, not realizing that is an isolated quote when multiple other quotes contradict that. So before I drop the big video, I'll be dropping that short to build up for that video, and I'll also have an article side companion to that. All this, I think, will lead to, like, the channel getting more, like, stuff, like, more
attention.
Stuff. Yeah, more attention and all that. First, I'm going to start off with that YouTube short, which I already have written. I'll record it, and I'll have it out, like, a day before I drop the big essay.
Right on.
Alrighty then.
Speaking of essay, I got a really funny idea.
All right.
You should like have really funny shorts where you have us dub over like scenes from Eva as like a joke.
Oh.
Speaking of essay, ole ese vato loco.
Another thing I want to do after the Eva video is I've been thinking about like reviewing Anno's film Love and Pop.
You should go ahead and do that because, well, it's something you want to do, and you should follow your heart.
Yeah, because the thing is, I've learned so much. Like, I love Eva and Anno more than I did ever before, because given how much I looked into and how much I learned, I just gained so much to appreciate from everything I looked into.
So what you're saying is you want to have Anno's babies?
Yes, him and Takashi Yamazaki's. I'll get around.
Weirdest throuple ever.
Yeah.
Gay, bruh.
But anyway, this brings us to the topic of...
That's what I was thinking. You guys called me gay. That's the gayest shit I've heard all day.
Fair enough. Okay, let's put it this way. Before the stream, Toku admitted he was gay, so Joey's gay, Toku's gay, Lupin's gay, and I'm surrounded on all corners and I'm scared. Help me!
Hey, gay, I like kitties.
Let's go on my private island. It's a cool island.
Okay,
oh no!
You're Jeffrey Epstein.
Oh no! Thanks for explaining the joke, Kojin.
You're welcome, buddy.
Doesn't have to be him. It could be anyone.
Yes, but
Eagle's secret volcano lair.
I am in my secret volcano lair where I'm trying to put a laser on the moon.
Gojin
and also laser on multiple
Gojin X Anno fanfic win. It's not fanfic, but it's reality, buddy. But anyway.
Instead of I'm surrounded by assholes, it's I'm surrounded by gay men. Cue the real big fish.
Are you like that Blake? Are you like that woman and that girl that's in the middle in porn where she has a bunch of guys' dicks in front of her mouth and she's holding like two cocks in front of her face with her tongue out? Are you like that?
I don't say that's a different way to say keep firing your projectiles.
Damn.
Dog.
Okay. After all that bullshit, can we please let's get on to the main topic of the video?
Yes.
Let's do so.
Get on to the
I know you're quoting Spaceballs, dude. I love Spaceballs.
Really?
Yeah, you do love Spaceballs.
Oh no! Don't take that out of context.
I like Blazing Saddles, and I'm just joking.
But anyway, we're gonna look at first thing I want to talk about. Like recently, there was this like it's been the Evangelion's 30th anniversary, so they had a cool little expedition and stuff like that. At the end of the expedition, they had an Asuka short that they marketed as episode 27.
Right.
I've actually watched this short. It's like 13 minutes long. It's a lot of fun. It's a really good short.
And
you had to sail the high tides to watch the short, but you watched it nonetheless.
Yeah, it's
Arg.
Yeah, it's basically like
No, I was just gonna say it's all over Twitter, so it's not piracy.
Well, I found one on Daily Motion that's that's better than everything you see on Twitter. Like, I can send you that link because it looks better than probably everything you saw on Twitter. It was fun. I really liked it. It's kind of like it has the introspective and weirdness of the last episodes of Eva, but with instead of the horror of those episodes, it has
Giantess Asuka. Let's go.
Mind your business, Toku.
It has a more comedic feel to it. It's very lighthearted and fun. I won't spoil it, but it does it has both Asuka, Langley, Soryu, and Shikinami, the one from the Rebuild and the one from the TV series. And essentially, if I was to guess, it takes place at the same time of End of Evangelion and after episode 26. It basically goes back to that theme of return to reality, like Ano loves to Ano loves to tell. Like, that's a message that Ano loves, because even through the movie Shikijutsu, the director in the movie is trying to get Ayako Fujitani's character to come back to reality.
It's a good message.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Basically, like, Ano made Eva, Ano's an otaku, and he made Eva for his fellow otakus to tell them, come out with the rest of us. There's more to
reality check.
Yeah, that's what he wanted to do with Evangelion. It's like some people, there's two sides of this argument I can't stand. Both oversimplify it. One side makes it about, Ano hated otakus. No, he didn't. Ano is an otaku. The other side makes it where it's like, he wasn't saying return to reality. That's not true either. Multiple interviews, Ano has said in his own words, I wanted to bring people back to reality.
He just wanted to tell his fellow otakus to touch grass, that's all.
It wasn't until End of Evangelion where, things got a bit more aggressive, and that's only because everyone was a bunch of fucking assholes about it.
That is true.
But the ending of the Asuka short, it has a positive ending. It's still ambiguous, but it obviously ends very clean for Asuka, and it connects very well to episode 26 and the End of Evangelion. It kind of puts more into perspective, and it also layers more on to the End of Evangelion. But it's a solid short. I definitely recommend it.
I just want to say I love how everyone got baited. The Asuka cooks that Asuka and Shinji's canon when it was like an image that Shinji wanted or like what they wanted, but like Asuka said no, and still best girl Mari wins in the end. Cope and see.
The crazy thing about that is that's actually more layered than you might realize. Like, Asuka didn't outright reject Shinji, though. I won't spoil it, but it's basically I'll just say, it kind of leaves off in a way where she wants to, earn him on her own terms, rather than, she doesn't want to go into a dreamland to get Shinji. She wants to get him in the real world.
Now, here's my question about this. Is this really episode 27 as it's being presented, or is it some sort of alternate telling, like an Elseworlds tale?
No, it's marketed as an episode 27, through the Instrumentality Project. That's why you have the two Asukas and all of that. But it might be able to be interpreted that way. I'm not.
Maybe sure. It's both. Maybe it's both. Maybe the Human Instrumentality Project makes it so that two things can be true at the same time.
Yeah, it's positive, but there's still room for interpretation, which is something I really like about that. Because Ano is a big fan of ambiguity. There's the movie Love and Pop, for example. He originally wanted it to the original ending of that movie was gonna be the girls everything was resolved, and the girls essentially all went to the beach to go swimming. But Ano would go with that. The ending is a bonus feature on the DVD for Love and Pop in Japan. But how the movie instead ends is a unwrapped sort of way to kind of leave room, what's going on with these girls, what's going on with their journey, because Ano felt having it wrap up too positive would go against the message of compensated dating and whatnot, which The funny thing is, Xenodrum actually pointed out something really interesting that I didn't. I just showed him a picture of Love and Pop, and he pointed this very interesting thing out to me. He pointed out that the shot of the girl in the movie, she's sitting on a train track, legs spread, a toy train is pulling away. As he pointed out, like, given the movie's themes of like compensated dating and selling yourself for money and all that. Like it was essentially commentating on how she was like having herself like it was having the train pulled back was essentially saying that she's no longer like, at least how I interpret that, letting a train like run on her or something.
Getting railed.
Yeah, getting railed and things of that nature. It's very symbolic, but yeah, it's overall I'd say it's a very positive and it was a positive ending, but still left for some ambiguity.
There's nothing wrong with that. Does the creator have an intent when they're making something ambiguous? Sure, but they'd still leave it ambiguous so that you can make your own interpretations, and there's nothing wrong with that, as Anno has demonstrated time and again.
Yeah, because he was asked like multiple times, like in Anno's own words, he said something like, he said Evangelion is like a puzzle. You put he's not going to explain everything. He says you put those pieces together yourself. And another thing is, like, there's actually multiple reasons the final episodes are the way they are. Hideaki Anno, for example, said that there's a main reason episode 26 is the way it is, but he said he's not revealing that to anybody, not till the day he dies.
Fair enough.
Someone give me a gun.
Does that mean he's actually gonna? Does that mean he actually has it in his will that on the day he dies, someone goes to a train station, opens a safe deposit box, and it's like, here's the real reason, and they broadcast it to the world, and the real thing is, I like chili dogs.
Nah, it's just he said he's taking it to his grave. He did explain some things though, like he agreed to put like some loose information in the the information box in that PS2 game, but he didn't explain everything because he feels he does not want everything explained, and that's essentially a staple in all of his work.
Again, nothing wrong with that. There's room for interpretation.
But anyway.
The truth is that the secret to Evangelion is that KG is Anno's self-insert. He wants both Misato and Asuka.
Probably.
You know what? That'd be pretty based. I respect that.
Same.
I respect the hustle, player.
There is, but something that is interesting about that whole thing, though, is like the whole thing with let me get the link, is there's this thing saying that there isn't gonna be like that this isn't gonna be released like outside of the festival. Like we'll read the article, and we'll give our opinions on
He gotta go now.
So long, Gay Bowser.
The Asuka hentai. He's gonna go.
Bruh.
Okay, because it's like new Evangelion short extended from 13 minutes to 15 minutes. Fans are satisfied with the longer runtime than previously announced, saying it was interesting. Yeah, I'd say.
Joey, did we lose you?
He's trying to concentrate.
Oh, he's there.
Oh, he's there. If you stare at an orange juice box because it says concentrate, you might be a redneck.
Nah, if you look at it and start putting people in camps, then you might be German.
Randomness is random.
Okay, Hitler.
Hey, Lupin. Sprechen Sie dick.
Lupin, would you to a gender-swapped Hitler?
No.
I don't believe you.
I'm doubting that.
No, I have some fucking... I have fucking... Go on, what were you going to say?
I've seen Shota Femboy Hitler.
Oh my fucking
Bruh,
god.
what the fuck?
Here's my question. Why?
I see a lot of things you wouldn't like. I don't know.
Yeah, because here's the thing that says
it's
right
funny
here.
because it's funny.
And, like, everyone is like saying that this is like going to be like this is never being released outside of the festival. What we see here is it says this special performance animation, which lasted 15 minutes, was released as an exclusive 1 minute. Yeah, as an exclusive video that only fans who visited the venue could see. Here's the thing: given how long it's been, like it's been like a week now, I don't know if it is gonna be released outside of the festival, but people took this wording right here as it's not going to be released at all outside of it. This doesn't say anything like that. It says it was exclusive for the festival. It doesn't say that. It doesn't say anything about future plans.
Good point.
What do you guys think?
Well, my own interpretation is like, honestly, I don't know how to feel, because that could just be the plan for now, as you said, and it could get released later. Because I know for a fact that a lot of things that were supposed to be exclusives and just stay hidden forever eventually do get released to the public, even though they weren't supposed to after their initial showing. So that could happen. Will it happen? I don't know. Truthfully, only time will tell for sure.
Yeah, like the wording there is ambiguous because it's like it says it was exclusive to the festival. I don't think that says anything for like anything to come after. I think it's saying it's like exclusive. It's exclusive there because you can't watch it like anywhere else. Like, for example, you can't.
I feel like you could
at that very moment. Like you can't.
Fair enough.
Yeah, like you can't get in like a movie theater or something.
I see what you're getting.
I get what you're saying. I still think that there's a chance that they could mean that they don't want to release it publicly outside of this. But even if they do, those plans could still change because that's been a mentality that, again, that people who have exclusive things have eventually waned away from it and then said, fuck it, I'll release it to the public anyways. I changed my mind.
Yeah, like I said, I'm not saying it's not saying that. I think it's possible. But just all the news sources that like reported on that were.
It's vague enough that you could interpret it a certain way.
Yeah, it's like people were saying news sources were going that Khara revealed that they weren't releasing it like to the public at all. When it's like they never said that. Like that wording is somewhat ambiguous there.
True. I'll concede to that.
What do you two think?
Toku, you go first.
I think probably eventually one day they'll release on Blu-ray something, but I'm kind of fine with them releasing as like a special exclusive thing, a big event sometimes. I mean,
Why is that?
I think like people, I don't know. Sometimes it's nice to be like exclusive for the fans a bit.
Yeah, but you're also a fan, and I'm a fan, and if they go this exclusive route, we won't be able to see it.
See,
I
that's
know,
why I
it
think
does
like having
suck,
it as an extra on a Blu-ray would be cool, like later on.
Yeah,
That's what I think at least.
Yeah, it does suck, but I think like sometimes that's like for those people, if they want to do something like very like that's cool, but it does suck for other people. Like a Berserk, there's like a big exposition of Berserk, and there's like a special like word from the people there by Kentaro Miura that was only people talk about, it's never shown, and then he died. Well, was after he died.
Yeah, but I still think it's unfortunate. If it is true, it kind of like leads to lost media. Though, even if they don't, there's always like passable cam rips. Like I found one on Daily Motion with subtitles that has a decent cam rip. I'm gonna try to polish it up to make it look even better to see if that would be possible. But it would be ideal if they could just release the whole thing in general and make it like even better. Especially since like Khara, what's the word I'm looking for? Let me go to the next one. Apparently we're threatening to like sue people who uploaded it and whatnot. Well, I don't know about those who uploaded it, but people who who basically who recorded it and whatnot.
Illegal distribution.
Yeah,
I see. Man.
Notice regarding voyeurism at the stage area performance. Notice taking unauthorized photos of Evangelion 30 plus stage area performance, as well as reposting or sharing the photos on social media without permission is prohibited. You may be legally held responsible. We appreciate your understanding and cooperation. Notice at Evangelion stage area performance, unauthorized photography and recording are strictly prohibited. Yeah, so it's like, this is the reason here why I had to change the thumbnail, because they say no photos too. I don't know if I would have got in trouble for using a image from that,
but why chance it?
Yeah, that's so I just changed it. And
YOLO.
I have a lot of respect for Ano, both as an artist and a person, but he runs Khara, so my response to this would be big fucking L there, dude. Why make this try to encourage lost media?
Well, we don't know the mindset of the people who make these decisions. They could have good reasons, they could not, but I still don't agree with the decision, but I'm going to try my best not to be too harsh because, again, it could still see the light of day in high quality. We don't know. Only time will tell. And even if we don't, in the grand scheme of things, you can still be not agree with it, but there's so many other things real world things you could get upset about, you know?
Yeah, exactly. And even then, like I said, there's always that decent cam rip on Daily Motion. And I'm having that shit saved, so it won't ever become full lost media. It's just it's very unfortunate that you have to rely on a cam rip.
I'm surprised you haven't saved it already.
I've been trying to find a way to save it with actually I do have it saved, but I'm trying to save the subtitles on it too, so I don't have to have someone else translate it.
No shit.
You could just literally just copy and paste the subtitles yourself, pause each sentence like a psychopath.
You know how much of a pain in the ass that is?
I would fucking do that like some sort of madman, not gonna lie.
Suffer for your passions.
Yeah. It's a shame that they want to do this because I watched that short. It was a really good short. It had a really good job at taking the introspection of the last two episodes and making it more lighthearted and fun with a positive closure for Asuka that also leaves the door open.
For sure. It's going to be a little bit before I can watch it, only because I'm currently in my second watch through of Evangelion. This is the second time I've ever tried to watch this show. I watched it a few years ago, didn't care for it then, but I've matured somewhat since then. So I'm trying to see if I can appreciate it for what it is the second go around. And so far, I've been able to enjoy it. There's things that aren't my cup of tea overall, but I can still appreciate it for what it is. So
you know what?
Once I watch the show and then watch End of Evangelion, then I will watch the short movie and then go on to the rebuild movies.
Yeah.
You know what? Understandable.
Mm-hmm.
I was about to say I kind of understand what it's like. A few years ago, back in I think it was 2021, I tried watching the fucking Gundam compilation movies from 1981. But I only stopped halfway through the second one because I couldn't watch it for some reason. I don't know.
You never watched the third one. You never watched the third compilation?
I know, right? And then a few years later, I started watching. And then a few years later, they were on Netflix. I didn't know where to watch the anime at the time. And then fast forward a few years last year, me and you fucking binge watched all of fucking OG 0079, Zeta, Double Zeta, all that. Yes.
So it's kind of for example, with a Clockwork Orange. When I originally watched the Clockwork Orange, I did not care for it that much.
Really?
I wasn't that big on.
Really? You didn't care for Clockwork Orange?
Yeah, on my original viewing, I did not care for it. But when I rewatched it recently, I loved it. I loved everything about it. It was so good. But the thing is, that just comes back to the thing. Kubrick's style is very much acquired taste. You don't really appreciate his style at first, but eventually...
I liked it at first.
Well, it really depends. For example, Cody, Kubrick originally wasn't your thing, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I think you should, give his works, a Clockwork Orange another shot, because I think it might sit better with you now. At least with me, because for me, Kubrick is something that I didn't love at first, but eventually I grew to love more. Like even The Shining, I used to like The Shining, but I never loved The Shining. I love The Shining now. I think it's a wonderful movie now that I can like appreciate for its artistic decisions. But that's kind of the thing with like Kubrick, Ono, and bunches of other artists like them. Their works are the type of things that grow on you, like when you like see
a tumor.
What you're going for.
It's not a tumor. It's not a tumor.
Yeah,
it's an uninfectious growth. You're right.
Yeah, it helped. Even like Full Metal Jacket, when I watched it, like I liked Full Metal Jacket, but originally I was disappointed it wasn't like a full blown comedy from start to finish. But then when over time, it's like, oh fuck, that's actually genius.
Yeah, I'm open to watching Kubrick again. In fact, I've watched a few movies that I ended up liking. I like Full Metal Jacket. I like The Shining. But I haven't gotten that far since then, only because I've been distracted by other things.
Titties.
Yeah, it happens. But yeah,
titties are life.
But yeah, this whole thing here, I think that's bullshit, especially with the photos thing. It's like, what the hell are you doing with that?
Yeah, that's kind of gay.
At the very least, people should be allowed to share pictures because, well, the pictures aren't moving, for lack of a better term. So they can't tell the story and can't do too much spoilers. You only get a vague idea of what the short's about.
Yeah, and people's reaction to the short is proof that you only get a vague idea. With everyone spreading that Shinji and Asuka are canon now, it's like that proves that you're not getting much of an idea from it.
Right.
Montage Man said Full Metal Jacket is a classic. It really is. It's a fucking great movie.
Absolutely.
Banger.
Yes.
2001: A Space Odyssey is a fucking classic as well.
Oh, that movie is a fantastic film. Like 2001: A Space Odyssey is what I've been a film buff for quite a while now, but I watched 2001: A Space Odyssey in October, to research a point I was making in my video. And then I was like, fuck, this is actually really good. Then I watched...
It's a G.N.O sci-fi movie, in my opinion.
Yeah, and then I watched more I watched more movies in general. I've been more of a film buff than ever before now.
I'm gonna be perfectly honest. When the first time I saw 2001, I actually turned it off because I thought it was boring as hell because there were these long extended sequences where they hung on these images and where nothing was happening. Well, okay, some things were happening, but nothing that seemed too important while they played classical music over it. That was really dumb younger me. The older me, who I like to think has matured more, would like to watch more.
Yeah,
I was about to say, so pretty though.
I'm sorry, say that again?
I said, but it looks so pretty though. You didn't think it looked so nice as a kid?
My dumb kid brain was diluted by sugar and very loud, zippy cartoons.
Well, like I said, Kubrick's style is very much acquired taste, and Ano's kind of the same way in that regard. It's and that's completely intentional. Like I said, when Ano made Shikijitsu, he said he wanted to make a movie of only one out of 100 people would enjoy.
Right on.
Slightly off topic, but if you like 2001 Gojun, I think you'd like the original Star Trek movie from 78. Was it 77? Something like late 70s.
I do want to get into Star Trek at some point. I do. Just that's a rabbit hole I got to dig myself into since there's a lot.
Just know this: the first movie's like 2001: A Space Odyssey, but everything else after tries to go more to Star Wars with space battles and shit. Because the first one was kind of a bomb financially speaking.
Hey, Joey.
Or critically speaking, I mean.
Joey, just know that if you get into Star Trek, you will live long and prosper.
First, he said die at a heart attack at the age of 29.
Oh, no. Oh, no!
Montage Man, I'm chuckling a bit at the fact that the article has voyeurism in it. I was thinking the same thing too. I was gonna try to think of a joke at Toku Punk's expense with that name, but I was like, you know what, I won't.
Well, I was thinking Goyamism. The first one I thought.
But why not? It's good to roast Toku Punk. It's healthy for him. Builds character.
That is true.
I have all the time. I get all the time from other people, bro. I built so much character.
He's built so much character. He's fucking spawned a clone via mitosis.
I kind of
he's
have.
a clone now.
Oh.
But anyway, that's anything. Anyone else have anything to say about regarding that Asuka short?
Now I do have
Giantess Asuka. I want to be inside Giantess Asuka. That's my
dude. Chill the fuck out there. You sound like Jeffrey from fucking Class of 09 over here.
No, he sounds more like Jeffrey Epstein.
Oh no!
Yeah, that's on both. On both. Yeah, you better believe it.
Kaiju Cody.
At least he's not Jeffrey Dahmer.
Jeffrey Dahmer ate Joe DePalmer. I don't know. So my question is, how long has the idea for this short been a thing, like the story and everything? Was this something that was originally planned for the show that Ano later dismissed, or was it just something where one day he was like, light bulb after the rebuild was like, okay, I'm done with Ava. Wait a minute. No, I'm not. What's the story behind this?
I wouldn't be surprised.
He got high and had an idea.
I wouldn't be surprised if we had that planned, especially since apparently, like, the original writing for like episode 26 was going to look like the first half of End of Evangelion, but but the reason why episode 26 did not look like End of Evangelion, like, fun fact, it's not budget issues. The reason why episode 26 was different than what you got in End of Evangelion is because around that time, the Shiroko, or however the hell you pronounce their name, the cult of Japan.
Wow!
Yeah.
I heard about this.
Yeah, they gassed the place, and essentially that attack Seele did in End of Evangelion resembled their attack too much. So Ano just decided to rewrite the episode, and basically wasn't happy with what he got until eventually you got episode 25 and 26.
Fucking retarded cultists.
Yeah,
but isn't that like only one factor? Wasn't there like multiple factors that led to him changing the end of the show?
Though that was one of the main factors. The other factor was, Ano's a perfectionist, so he had trouble like coming. Like, some people put budget in there, but I've looked deep. On this topic. There's no documented information that there was any budget issues regarding those last episodes. Like, some people would, like, there is some like, for example, time issues, like timing, but that all comes back to perfectionism of wanting everything to be perfect. But the thing is, the last episodes don't look like that simply because of time. Ano literally wanted them to look like that. That's why, like, even in the movie Shikijutsu, you have sequences that uses the abstract animation of those episodes. I'm not kidding. In a live-action movie.
Right on. Now, here's my other question. Is it true that Ano didn't really have the full ending fully planned out before he decided to switch gears after getting that psychology book from a friend? Wasn't he like still in the outlining phases?
That is true. He did not know. He wrote, like, here's the thing: manga and anime are done differently. Manga, the story comes along as they go. It's not already finished writing. Evangelion was written like a manga. Like, he didn't know how he wanted to end it yet, but eventually he found how he wanted to end it, and that's how the last episodes turned out. Like, there's even a quote of him saying that there's like someone asked was complaining, saying, "What do you think about people's reactions to the last episodes?" Ano said, "Well, that's too bad." He said, "We worked hard in them, and I am happy with them."
Wasn't that like not his original reaction? Didn't he like fall into a deep depression because, well, he found out that people literally wanted to kill him, and a lot of other people said that wasn't such a bad idea, and he even gave suggestions on how to do it?
Yeah, they went into detail on how they were going to kill Hideaki Anno, but that was his original reaction. Over time, he was just like, fuck these people. I'm happy with how it ended. People who watch live action are happy with how I ended it. Suck it up. That's my ending.
I thought so. I just felt that I should expand upon it for clarification's sake.
Yeah, it's a very big rabbit hole, but you really learn that fans are fucking psychotic. Like, not only saying I'm going to kill him, but going into detail of how you're going to kill him and giving tips on how you're going to, like, set attacks to Studio Gainax and shit like that. What the hell?
Anyone who says that they're a fan but then will try to do that, they're not a fan. They're a fake-ass motherfucker, and when it comes to those quote-unquote fans, fuck those fucking fans, dude.
No, they're not fans. They're faggots.
Don't say that word too much. You might get me in trouble with the YouTube gods.
Okay,
You're going to get me in trouble.
Psychotic. They're psychopaths. They need to get their fucking thrown into the loony bin.
How's this? Can I call them punk ass beaches?
Yes.
I'll call them retards since I have disabilities. There.
I get the pass.
I get the pass. Pass gas in the camps.
I actually prefer End of Evangelion as a definitive ending to Eva. That being said, I also love the TV ending as a compliment to End of Eva. That's fair.
I agree with that too.
Yeah, I think both work very well regarding that ending. Because the thing is, here's how I interpreted all three of them. The last episodes, the End of Evangelion, and the Asuka short, they all take place at the same time. The last episodes mostly take place within Shinji's perspective of the Instrumentality Project. The movie takes place outside of Shinji through the Instrumentality Project. The Asuka short takes place from Asuka's perspective of the Instrumentality Project. And when you put all these pieces together, it actually comes back to what Anno said about Evangelion being a puzzle, because these three things are puzzle pieces. The last episode...
That makes so much sense. Wow, that's actually pretty cool. I know you talked to me about this before, Goji, but now just realizing how multi-layered it is, even with this new piece, it's like, yes, like Lupin said, insert Owen Wilson wow here.
Yeah, exactly. It's a very fascinating thing, and that's why I think it all really works together. And since the Asuka short is more comedic with its introspection, it kind of paints more of a picture of Asuka of the state she was in and compared to Shinji.
Which is weird to think about because
she was unconscious and covered in cum.
Before the end of Evangelion, you could make the argument that Asuka was in a darker place than Shinji was on a mental level because, well, she watched her mom get killed in front of her, or at least found her dead body. I don't remember which one it is exactly. And that gave her fucking issues.
Yeah, exactly, very much.
So
I think a part of that is because it does make sense though, because the whole thing with Instrumentality is it's marketed as this thing that everyone goes in and they'll be happy because they could live their preferred lives. In that short, Asuka is falling into that that false happiness, the escapism to reach her happiness with her dream life with Shinji, until she realizes that she wants to come back to reality and things of that nature. So it makes sense. It's the whole thing of giving into the Instrumentality is giving into a false happiness that doesn't exist.
And so instead she says she's gonna earn her way to being with Shinji, basically having her own congratulations.
Yeah, essentially, yes.
She basically pulled a frickin' who's that raptor I'm thinking of? I'm thinking of. She go and snap back to reality.
Eminem.
Yeah, that's the one. I don't know how the fuck I forgot that, to be honest. I'm having that retard special today, you can't remember shit. The old timers be kicking in at my age.
Dude, I get it. I get it because, well, I have those moments too where because of my autism, because I get over-amped or I get overwhelmed or something, I forget what I'm going to say, and I end up sounding like even more of a doofus than I usually do, and that gives me social insecurities. So I'm going to go hide back in my hole now.
I like the joke saying I'm getting Alzheimer's at this old age, even though I'm in my early 20s.
Well, actually, if I wanted to see a full-blown apocalyptic display of Armageddon, and the Viva definitely delivers on all fronts. Should mention that I'm Team Asuka all the way. Suck it, man. Suck it, Mori. Nah. Mari is the true best girl. Nah. She's
best girl.
She's freaky. She's nice. She's
the best girl with the breast girl. Haha.
Yeah.
Besides, isn't one of the main things to take away from Eva, the end of Eva, the fact that, well, Shinji, Anno is specifically saying that Shinji and Asuka don't really belong together.
That's a very common interpretation, and I do think I might fall into that, because especially when you look at them and how that movie ends. But to be fair, it's not 100% confirmed, but that there is a lot of evidence to support, it's saying that they're not right for each other.
Right on. Now, before we get into the next topic, I want to say something on that. I get why people want Shinji and Asuka together. Because when they first start out, it's typical yandere stuff with Asuka.
Yandere, you mean tsundere, you bozo.
Whatever.
Yeah,
Whatever. Get the fuck out of my house. I'm not making you cupcakes anymore. Anyways.
Okay there. Okay there.
Anyways. Get out of my swamp. But whatever. I'm sorry I said it wrong. That's the way people have been saying it to me. They're fake fans.
Yes, they are very,
yeah,
very
like a yandere
fake.
is someone who's psychotic.
Yeah, she wants to kill everyone.
Tomatoes, tamales. Moving on.
No. Okay.
No.
Shut your fucking face, quick. Uncle fucker. You're a boner biting bastard, Uncle fucker. You fucked your uncle. You're so gay. You fucked your uncle yesterday.
Real quick. Mad says, Lupin, you're too young to have Alzheimer's. You still have your life ahead of you.
Joke's on you. I'm planning to end it tonight.
Oh, no!
Yeah, I'm gonna steal a missile and tie myself to it and fucking blast off to a meteor.
Da 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 da. Piano version. I don't know how you interpret that.
Montage Man said, "Hey, now I'm the only stupid one here."
Well, this podcast should already show you that that's not true at all.
Yeah, everyone here's got brain rot.
We're all retarded in some way or another.
What was I even trying to say? I get why people want Shinji and Asuka to be together, because at first their stuff comes off cute, playful, and whatnot, but then over time you see, no, these two have issues that make them so toxic for each other.
No, they show right away. They have issues.
Yeah, they have more issues than the mainline ASM book. But
But at first it doesn't seem that way. But once things start building together, you're like, oh wait, these two are never supposed to be together. So I can't say I don't get it, but at the same time, it's pretty apparent that they don't belong together. So well, there it is.
Yeah, I got that reference.
And that's why I love you.
Khara said, "I love when Shinji says it's Ava time, and Ava's all over Neon." God damn it!
Ava's over Ray.
I'm pretty sure everyone in this podcast, myself included, is a retard. Absolutely, facts.
Yeah, so in one way or the other, we're all retarded in some way. Like I've said,
this should be called the Tism Cast.
And that's a fact. Totally not a fact.
There's different types of retard than just tism. It's a whole spectrum. Autism shit's
the Spurg Squad. That should be the title.
Autism's overrated.
Hey, I'm autistic. Are you saying I should just jump off a cliff? Because I just might do it.
Yes, go ahead and
do a flip. Do that fucking Jar Jar Binks flip from Phantom Menace while you're at it. The fact you know what I was talking about is the funny thing.
Only if you follow me now, Okie Day?
Actually, I did. Literally, everyone is playing Roblox.
Iwanawanga.
But anyway, there's this. Anyway, they announced, as y'all know, a TV edit for Evangelion Thrice Upon a Time. What do you guys think that they're going to include in this edit?
Nothing. It's going to be edited to be for TV, like they do with a bunch of Japanese shows. That
they're going to remove all the blood and make it white. Then I'll make jokes that are seen everywhere.
That's the Chinese version, only in China. Only in China. I don't know why.
China.
Well, there's honestly a few things that they could do. They could do that. They could put in scenes that were taken out initially to extend the runtime. They could reanimate certain shots that they might not have thought looked so well. There's a lot of stuff they could do, and there's even precedent for that in the Evangelion series because, well, there was a time where they edited. It wasn't Death and Rebirth. It was something after end of Evangelion where. What am I trying to say? They made another compilation movie only where they added episodes 25 and 26, and they reanimated certain shots and even added new shots in to connect that edit of 25 and 26 to end of Eva better.
I see. I was about to say,
That's just a director's cut. That was a director's cut DVD they released.
Oh, my bad.
I was going to say,
No, you go on, Lupin.
I was gonna say what they're probably gonna do, like if they were to like alter or enhance any existing animation, is remember that one scene at the ending where there's those hyper realistic heads of Rey just floating in the sky? Those are so fucking uncanny. They need to reanimate those, or just touch them up or something, because that is just screams Uncanny Valley in my opinion.
But doesn't that add to the horror factor of it though?
Yeah,
it looks like a PS3 model, to be honest.
I think it's supposed to look like uncanny. Like, I think that's what they were going for. I could be wrong, but I think they were intentionally doing that.
Oh, that's kind of funny then. It'd be funny if it was like a fucking all blocky, like a PS1 model. That'd been funnier.
Right on. I couldn't tell you for sure what they would do with a TV edit of Thrice Upon a Time, because there's so many things that they could do, as I hope I was able to illustrate with what I was saying before.
Yeah, there's a lot of things. And considering like Anno's history with what's the word I'm looking for? Considering his history with doing edits of his work, I think there's going to be more to this than just simple like stuff like that, because even Nadia, like this wasn't released overseas officially, unfortunately, but in Nadia Secret of the Blue Water you had like the island arc and things of that nature. The island arc had a lot of filler, and Nadia is great in general, but the island arc had some episodes that were fucking awful, and it was simply because and the animation looked real, like she looked like shit in a lot of
what
those
did episodes. I miss? I'm gone for a sec. What are we talking now?
Oh, we're basically saying that like I wouldn't be surprised if there's more to this, since Anno has like a history of touching up his work, like
George Lucas.
Yeah, like even with Nadia, like for like the Laserdisc version, he made like a cut that touched up animation on the island arc and cut out a lot of the unnecessary filler to make it his ideal version. Like I said, the man's a perfectionist, so he wanted it to be as good as possible.
So there's a chance that it could happen with. Sorry, go ahead, Lupin.
Is that on anything else but Laserdisc? Because Laserdisc is so fucking low quality. It's like fucking.
Yeah, it's on stuff in Japan, but it's not. Okay. Unfortunately, that cut is not released overseas. You can watch it on YouTube though.
Oh, cool.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah, that's fucking bitching. Like we're not.
Is all of Nadia on YouTube?
No, I don't think so. I don't think all of it's on YouTube.
Just go the frickin' Anigo, Anime Kai, or any of the pirates or any of the streaming sites. Free.
Unfortunately, I'm working with outdated equipment that won't update, so I'm afraid of getting some of catching the computer virus, and I don't want to do that.
Oh, you won't. Don't worry. You don't want to get It's good. It's safe.
You're afraid to get fucking computer AIDS.
See, you get it.
No. I use it on everything. It's good. Don't worry about it. If you're really that cautious, then just download Brave Browser. It's a free, no ads. And,
are you sure?
Yeah. Yeah, I got no ads on YouTube, nothing. Not even fucking pop-up ads or anywhere.
You might not got ads, but you certainly got AIDS.
Everyone has AIDS.
It sounds like a jingle used in like Family Guy or something.
It is.
Oh,
it was used in a movie called Team America: World Police, made by the guys who do South Park.
I haven't seen that movie in like ages. Sorry.
It's all good. For anyone who doesn't know, it was a spoof on the Broadway musical Rent, where everyone had AIDS and shit.
Oh yeah, I think I remember that. That's fucking funny. I love that movie. That movie's so fucking bizarre. Remember the puppet sexy? That shit's so fucking weird.
I remember that. When I saw that for the first time, my mind was blown. I'm like, what the fuck am I watching?
And we all knew Lupin probably gooned to it.
No, I did not. I have standards. I have standards.
I don't believe you.
Oh, believe me, I knew some wild people. He has standards.
So, Joey gave his 2 cents. I gave my 2 cents. Toku, you go on and give your 2 cents uninterrupted about what you think they're going to be doing with Thrice Upon a Time's TV edit.
Okay, absolutely nothing. They're just going to edit to like episodes from the TV. That's it. That's literally what I believe. My thoughts. And maybe
okay,
maybe a new opening that might be good. New opening.
Oh,
but that's
right on. Okay, now you go, Lupin.
Besides adding a new opening, like because it's gonna be on TV, I think they should add a laugh track and like unnecessary timing to it. Like it'd be like imagine when people die, just add a laugh track. To be honest, that's shit I would do if I was re-releasing one of my shit.
Okay, now I know. This is where my assessment minds went. Since you mentioned sitcom laugh tracks, now I hear the word sitcom and my mind goes to I should look up and see if someone's done an edit AMV of Evangelion set to the Full House theme song.
I wouldn't be surprised if someone has just remixed the intro of Full House with
they have.
Evangelion.
Let me look that up.
Please and thank you.
I'm pretty sure they have. Let me look that up right now.
It'd be funny if it's Friends. That'd be funnier. I was thinking when I was thinking laugh track, I was thinking more Scooby Doo type of shit. You know what I mean?
Oh, I get it. I feel you. That makes sense.
Oh, I did see. Wait, I do. I did see something like an AI generated of Evangelion if there was Full House, and it was all Evangelion characters if they're in Full House. It was really.
That sounds funny. Really cancerous.
It does.
Someone made
I need to see it.
Full House. Someone made 15 years ago. Someone made Full House Evangelion.
That sounds awful. I need to see it.
It's exactly what you're thinking and better.
So, did we all see our piece on the TV edit of Thrice Upon a Time?
Yes. I was gonna say one more thing actually.
Oh, sorry.
Since they're probably gonna have a new opening, what they should do and what they should utilize. Remember the 2009 version of Cruel Angel's Thesis that was using a fucking pachinko machine? That'd be the perfect time to use that.
Oh,
that would be. Well, speaking of that, Yoko Takahashi, the singer of A Cruel Angel's Thesis, for the Shin Godzilla and Evangelion short film, she sung Who Would Know.
Oh yeah, I remember
wow.
That. Really, I thought it was Jobby the Hung that sang that.
Yeah, she sung a version of Who Would Know for that, and it's actually really fucking good.
I need to hear it. I don't think I've heard this yet. I need to do that after we hop off the podcast. Please and thank you.
Also, real quick, someone also made from 20 years ago an Evangelion Friends AMV, and it's even better than the Full House one.
No shit.
I'm not
fucking god.
Oh man.
That sounds awful too. I need to see that one as well.
Oh my god. Who comes up with this shit?
Now, one more thing I want to look at and get our opinion on.
But finally,
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Lupin's got to go. What? You said you wanted to show us something else,
Yeah,
Gojin?
one more thing I want to look at.
The main thing, the best thing.
No, not before that. One more thing I want to look at before we get to the main thing and the best thing.
Yeah, let's wait for that until Lupin gets back.
Okay.
There is this drama with the creator of Stellar Blade, Kim Hyung-Tae, regarding a thing he posted about congratulating Yoko Taro. The post goes like this: I'm absolutely thrilled to hear that Yoko Taro is taking the helm on a completely new Evangelion project, and my heart is overflowing with genuine congratulations. But since you're mentioning some pressure as well, I'll switch to a lighter image for this. Take care of Asuka, which, as I guess we all know, that Kim Hyung-Tae is an Asuka guy, but he posted an AI art of Asuka with Emil. I can't pronounce that thing's name, from Nier. Here's the thing. You know my thoughts on AI art. It's slop.
It's trash.
It's slop. There's no effort. I like my work to be made from craft. And
agreed.
Kim Hyung-Tae is capable of that. He's drawn Asuka multiple times before in his style. However, while I agree that criticizing him for this is valid, since he is a game developer and shown interest in AI, I don't think we should be taking it to the degree some of these people are taking it. They're calling
I agree.
He's still nobody's art. He's still nobody. People were saying that.
Are they sending him death threats too?
Probably.
Oh my god.
He's still nobody's art. When people are saying this is stolen art, I looked up what art piece looks like what you're seeing right here, And there's no art piece that looks like this. He merely just used Emil's design. That's it.
Huh.
Like,
Okay.
and if that case, and if that's stealing art, then it's also stealing art if someone draws Emil. And I know someone's gonna be like comparing like AI to like artists taking inspiration or basing it's disgusting. Okay, what's your argument? Why is it disgusting? It's the same thing. I don't like AI art. I think it lacks the touch. I like it. I think
human
it lacks
touch.
the human touch that makes it where I appreciate art.
So basically what you're saying is when it comes to AI versus humans, they got the touch.
Yeah.
They got the power. Pop,
Chill
pop,
it.
pop.
Chill out
Yeah.
there, Ultra Magnus. I was about to say, to be honest, the only thing I like AI for is like, what up, lazy porn. That's about
It's-
it. That
AI
means
is a nice tool, but when you're using it to like make art, I don't agree with that. But like saying it, but people are blowing this out of proportion. Kim stole
I
nothing.
agree.
He was just lazy. That's it.
Now, I feel like they should at least say, hey, don't use AI if they really feel that strongly about it. But I feel like there's a more tactful way to go about it. Because there comes to a point where they sort of like comes to a bit of entitlement from these people, in which case there's bigger things to worry about. Grow the fuck up.
Yeah, because again,
I
I do
agree.
think Kim Hyung-Tae should have been criticized for this. I think criticism is warranted, especially since he is a game developer. But there's criticism, and then there's blowing it out of proportion. Like, I don't like defending AI art. I don't like doing it. But these people make it where I have to defend it because what they're saying is so fucking stupid and absurd. They're taking it to absurd levels.
Agreed.
It's like,
The thing with
go ahead.
people are fucking stupid. That's the thing.
Yeah.
If I ever became a streamer or a VTuber, people will call me racist. But here's the thing: I'm not hating on races. I hate everyone of every ethnicity because they're all fucking stupid as hell.
And unfortunately, the ambiguity, the comfort of ambiguity that comes with the internet brings out the stupidness of them tenfold most of the time.
Yeah, but overall, Stellar Blades Kim Hyung-Tae has deleted the AI illustrations and apologized to Yoshi, the guy who designed Yoko Taro's mask, aka Emil from Nier, which is good. Again, like that type of feedback does show him that, hey, we don't want AI into any possible work you might be doing. But still, I can agree with the sentiment that, hey, you earned some criticism, while also acknowledging that the people doing it are fucking retarded. Okay.
I am glad that he took the extremism in stride while acknowledging the overall consensus, both from the crazies and those who are more cordial about it, because that's what you have to do in this environment, right?
Yeah.
I would have doubled down and drawn the crazy people's getting fucked by Asuka with a strap on.
Have AI generated.
That's just your
Yes,
fetish. That's your fetish, Lupin.
I'm not into getting pegged though. That's the thing.
Yet
I
you're
don't
in the
believe you.
filter.
What's
That's
the
somehow
matter?
even gayer than being pegged.
What's the
I'm not
matter?
into men. I'm not into men though. That's the thing. I just see Fuda as
like
chicks with
tomboy?
DLC. Yeah, partially.
Oh my god.
I got it.
What's the
Back a
matter?
tree aside.
Okay, Toku's desperate to tell this joke. Let's let him tell it.
What's the matter, ambiguity boy? Afraid you might say something? Nah, it's not like that. Nah, it depends. Evangelion, it's not like that, I would say.
Yeah, like Evangelion, for example, there's a lot of things that basically what's there is there. You just gotta find it. Basically, how ambiguity works is you make the story you add all this information, but you make it as complex as possible and subtle, where people have to think and put it together. It was also Stanley Kubrick's tactic when making stories. Like Stanley Kubrick was asked to explain 2001: A Space Odyssey. He refused to do it any further than surface narrative. Then there's David Lynch. David Lynch wouldn't even explain surface narrative.
I wouldn't put on par with that. I wouldn't say it's that much.
I wouldn't say he's on par with David Lynch. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is
Stanley Kubrick. But
yeah, I'd say he's like Stanley Kubrick in that regard.
He's similar.
I'll say that if we're going to compare Japanese directors to American directors, that's the closest comparison that you could do.
Yeah, Kubrick. Since both him and Kubrick are high perfectionists that, put their actors in their actors respect them, especially Anno's actors, but he put them through tough spots.
I'm thinking of that one scene where he literally strangled the VA of Asuka. Or was that a myth?
That's true. That was true.
Okay.
Anno didn't do that though. Shinji's actress did. Basically, the shot was done like 100 times, and eventually, Shinji's actress choked Asuka's actress to get the scene authentic. And when you actually listen to the voice acting in it, a lot of it, like the screams, are very authentic because Anno wanted perfection.
Step on your toes. I don't know.
But yeah, when it came to David Lynch level of ambiguity, David Lynch went to another level of ambiguity, but he said Eraserhead is his most personal film. And the person in the interview asked David Lynch, what care to explain why it is? And he said, no, I would not explain.
It'd be funny if he ever made. Oh yeah, he's dead now. Never mind. I was saying it'd be funny if he made a sequel called Pencil Neck.
Yeah. So speaking of David Lynch and Anno, fun fact, in the 90s when Eva came out, the Japanese fans were actually comparing it to Twin Peaks, David Lynch's Twin Peaks. They actually considered it to be very similar to that.
I kind of see it.
Yeah, fans of Twin Peaks, fans of Eva. So there was overlap within the communities at the time, and still is today. That's what a lot of the Japanese... Twin Peaks is very popular in Japan, especially when it came out.
Fascinating.
So when it came out with Evangelion and all that, there was big overlap between those two, and there still is.
Cool.
A lot of Japanese people were calling it the Twin Peaks of Japan, where someone even asked Tsurumaki, I think, what a lot of people even brought up to Tsurumaki, and Tsurumaki even acknowledged the similarities.
Right on. Fascinating.
But anyway, I'd say that's really how whole thing. But what about you guys regarding the AI situation?
I basically go ahead.
Go on. Oh, I was to say, people are fucking going off like nothing, or they're overreacting. In my opinion,
they are, because again, it's valid to criticize the use of AI. I agree with it. I don't agree how they're doing it.
Oh, same.
Agreed, 100%. You guys basically hit the nail on the head. That's why I tried to explain earlier, in a very overly complicated way, because, autism's a motherfucker sometimes.
Yeah, it is.
But,
yeah.
Couldn't have said it better myself. People are overreacting, need to chill the fuck out.
Yeah, they are. The issue is with AI and all that is they take something that is worthy of criticism and they make it and they put it as one of the worst fucking things ever, when there is far worse things in this world to criticize.
They act like they're about 3 steps away from hiring a hitman to kill the AI or whoever made it. It's find this person. Have you seen this boy?
Yeah, it's fucking crazy. But overall, I'm not. But that said, when it came to Kim Hyung-Tae, congratulating Yoko Taro with all that, I'm not surprised that he was excited about it, considering in the same interview where Yoko Taro said Ava was the biggest inspiration on Nier, Kim Hyung-Tae essentially revealed that Ava was also a big influence on Stellar Blade, which isn't hard to see. You look at the Goddess of Victory games, Nikke, there's a lot of Ava collabs with that fucking game.
Sounds about right.
Right on.
So it's he knows what he's doing. But should we move on to the main course?
Toku Punk said that he's gonna go eat dinner, so it's kind of on him for choosing to do that while we're in the middle of a podcast. Let's get down to the nitty gritty. I don't want to wait anymore.
Let's get down to business to defeat the Huns.
Okay, any fan of Nier is gonna see what I'm seeing.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's pussy time.
Be funny if Nier had a sequel called Far. and a third one called Wherever You Are, and the whole plot twist is the whole series is like a fucking.
It's even starting with classical music, very Nier there, but it even has the same composer as Nier. Like many people are saying,
Nier there.
Shut up, Lupin. Like people are highlighting that Yoko Taro's the writer, and yeah, Yoko Taro is the writer. That's big, but nobody's mentioning that it's also the Nier composer, which is fucking crazy because you're getting the exact style of music you got in Nier. So it's like. And that also adds to the whole appeal of Nier people are working on it. It's not just one person.
Damn.
All I can say is that the music is very nice. The visuals, very nice. So very mysterious. So enchanting. I'm liking it so far. It's good. Really good.
Cody, the way you're sounding there, do you know what that reminds me of?
Who that?
Reminds me of the fucking... The Japanese guys from that one South Park episode with you have a real large penis.
That's Chinese people.
No, it's remember the South Park episode where they were making fun of Pokemon in season 2?
Oh yeah, Pokemon? That's right. My bad.
Have a real large penis. Yeah, that's what it reminds me of. I said, I'm stroking for the. I'm stoked for the new Eva coming out our way.
Yeah,
I don't hear it like that when. I remember hearing it like, you have a great big penis.
It was like that, yeah.
And I agree, Matt, because it's like Yoko Taro is a big Evangelion fan. It's his favorite. It's literally he called Hideaki Anno his idol.
Aww,
straight up.
He's his OG.
Maybe we should finish the trailer before we get into the nitty gritty.
Okay. Well,
nitty gritty taking a shitty.
Keiichi Akabe is also the Tekken composer too. I still gotta play
bitchin'. Tekken's goated. I played only the few on the PS1. That shit's good.
I hear it is. Like, even the world looks like something you'd get in Nier. Like, let me look up, the Nier anime, and you guys will see what I'm talking about.
Hold on. Before you do that, I got a question. Is this really how the show's going to look, or is this just, teaser stuff to get you, excited? Because that happens sometimes. You see images that are just there to be flashy, and then you get the final product. It's like, where did all that flashy go?
I think it's going to be true. I think it's going to be, considering this literally looks like how Nier looks. So.
It's wonderful imagery. It's beautiful, actually. It has
It is.
It's a sad, tragic, but fascinating, enchanting quality about it.
You know what it reminds me of?
What?
I was gonna say. I was gonna ask if any of you seen this, but I highly doubt. Have any of you fucking watched fucking Gundam Hathaway? The level of animation kind of reminds me of that.
Not yet, but it's on my to-do list. I will eventually.
It's a really fucking good anime. Holy shit. The animation, I almost nutted just from watching the animation because that's how good the quality is. The water looks like actual fucking water. That's how good quality that shit is.
Let me get the image, because it's like...
He showed us his porn.
Yeah,
same imagery, same style of imagery here.
Oh, okay.
I don't see anything. Right now I see it. I could see that. I could totally see that. I was gonna say the overgrowth on the piano. I was thinking, is that the piano from that one from the Rebuild movies? That's what I was thinking for some reason.
Wouldn't surprise me, but it's like when you have this whole thing here, it's like, I think you even have the same singer. I forgot her name that sung the music in Nier. We have the composer, obviously, but I think the singer who sung the songs also is there.
Singer who sung the song, who's singing the song.
Oh no, I've gone cross-eyed.
Hey, what did I miss? Oh my god, you're all naked. I'm not, just Lupin and Toku Punk.
What? I'm fully clothed. Actually, by clothed, I mean I'm wearing sweatpants and a fucking tank top, but yeah.
I'm clothed because, well, I'm very insecure with my body.
Haha, fat ass. Haha.
But it's...
I'm gonna go cry about it!
I think that's what we're gonna have here is like it looks a lot like Nier Vision, especially when we see the anime. Like, let me like get the anime of Nier up as well, the anime adaptation.
Shouldn't we finish the trailer first?
Oh, I'm trying to also do it a little bit during the trailer, so YouTube doesn't fuck me with copyrights. So
yes.
This is like a.
I'll fuck your copyright, all right. Bend over, bitch.
Kinky.
Giggity, let's have sex.
Chill out there, Glenn Quagmire.
Thanks for explaining the joke, Lupin.
It's pronounced Lupin, but okay.
I don't give a fuck.
Okay, there, Kaiju Cody. Emphasis on the JEW.
It's funny because I'm 1/3 German Jewish.
Really? That's fucking funny.
I kid you not, Bob.
Like, see, this is what the anime looks like.
That's cool. Looks really low quality of an image, but that's actually really nice looking. Damn.
Yeah, it's like I think this is this is what it's gonna look like, the Eva anime in terms of visuals. It's like it looks very Nier like, and given who's working on this is the Nier people, it's like it's definitely I don't have any reason to believe it's not gonna look like this.
But will the character designs look like for the human characters? Will they be drawn to look like Eva characters or Nier characters? Mm-hmm.
I imagine you'll have like Khara's like art style.
A mix of both.
Yeah,
I could see that.
Yeah, I'd fuck with that.
You and
like
me both,
2B.
brother.
I'd fuck with 2B if you catch my meaning. And Drusy.
Man, this is a great teaser for so many reasons.
They also, despite being written by Yoko Taro, it also seems to have like the affirmation cards that G.N.O likes to utilize in his works.
What's the kanji translate to on screen?
Boy, you know I can't read kanji, right?
Oh yeah, right.
He's not that in touch with his inner weave. That was a lot harder to say than it should have been. God damn it!
No, I think you're just retarded.
Yeah, me too.
Of course, I've been hanging around you assholes too long.
I've been hanging around the psych ward too long. That's my problem.
Oh no.
Mad Matt said, I'm just wondering if the new Evangelion anime is going to be an adaptation of anime. Hey, a dude can dream. It's not going to be an adaptation of anime. So there's some things I want to say regarding
I'll be perfectly honest. I don't want it to be. I want the Nier creator to do his own thing.
Yeah, especially since like I hear anima is very traditional super robot, and that's okay. I like some traditional super robot stuff.
Yeah, me too. Like I was watching Buzz and Kaiser the other day. That fucking slaps hard.
But here's the thing.
It's on my to-do list.
But here's the thing.
Like
when it comes to super robot things, Evangelion was written to be more psychological than traditional super robot. G.N.O has said that in his own words. Like he said, like this is a documented interview I have, and I'll even link it in when the video is out. It was originally when he was making Evangelion, he was going for like a traditional robot show like Gundam or Mazinger, but during production of the first 2 episodes, he changed his mind. So it's like a traditional super robot anime is not really what Evangelion is. So I don't know. If I'm hyped for Evangelion, I'm hyped for something that's gonna be, psychological like Evangelion. And when it comes to like the Nier creator is a huge fan of Hideaki Anno. All of his work is inspired by Hideaki Anno. There's a Shin Godzilla in Nier Automata. He called on Twitter Hideaki Anno his idol. He called Nier Automata a straight-up retelling of Evangelion. Now, he was being modest when he called it a retelling, because Nier has a lot of original shit in it. Calling it a retelling of Evangelion is just... I have no...
Hyperbole?
Yeah, just hyperbole, but you can definitely tell it was heavily influenced by Eva now that he confirmed it. And all his wife, Yoko Taro, has been making works that has been very introspective and psychological, like Evangelion, because he was very influenced by Eva. So wouldn't it be crazy if the moment Yoko Taro gets to participate in the Evangelion franchise, he doesn't make Evangelion psychological, even though that's been his entire career because of Evangelion?
Well, I'll tell you one thing. I just want him to do what he wants to do because, well, he's an artist with a vision, and within reason, an artist should be able to see that vision through.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why when people are like...
However, I do agree with you since you explained everything to now that he is probably going to stick to Ava's more psychological, exploratory roots.
Yeah, because it's like, he's been influenced by Evangelion his entire career, so it'd be really fucking crazy that the moment he finally gets to make something in the franchise that influenced him most, he strays away from that psychological lens.
I don't see that happening myself, but you never know. You never really do know until the thing comes out, right?
Yeah, it's not going to happen. And when it comes to, like, rather be an adaptation of anime, it's not going to be an adaptation of anime. I'd like to see anime adapted someday, but I'll be honest, I'd be a little bit disappointed if it was Yoko Taro adapting anime because, well, I want to see Yoko Taro adapting Eva in his style. I don't just want to see an adaptation of something else.
Right on, right on. Oh, wait, hold on a minute. I'm looking at the text right now. Gundam Gex. That's the one that Ano worked. Whatever.
Yeah,
that's the one that Ano worked on, right?
Yeah, he co-wrote it.
I wonder why it's getting advertised here when
the director is Kazuya Tsutomaki, who also directed G.Quox.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I like G.Quox, but I feel like halfway through the show they kind of lost track of what the fuck they wanted to do.
I'd have to rewatch G.Quox, but I thought it was pretty damn good. I think its biggest sin was it was a little too short for everything that it wanted to add in. Like,
fully agreed.
I only ask because, well, it just strengthens the fact that this is such a big collaborative effort with the people who worked with Ano before and are working on this now.
We'll see. So Tsutomaki was there from day one in Evangelion. Like, Tsutomaki he helped write some episodes. He's helped direct some episodes of the original Eva. This guy was there day one.
Oh, I that's cool. That's cool.
Are you familiar with Fully Cooley?
I am not.
That shit's peanut. That shit's
peanut,
in my opinion.
That's also Tsutomaki's work.
Oh, okay. I just saw that and figured it was worth bringing up considering the fact that, well, Ano worked on that Gundam show, and Ano was the creator of Eva, and this is a new Eva project, and this is getting mentioned. So I'm just like, what's all the hubbub? And you explained that to my autistic little mind, and my autistic little mind is quite appreciative.
I'm glad. But Ano, like Yoko Taro is essentially Ano Jr., so the whole thing, like, it's gonna be like it should be like a adaptation of anime, or it should not be like introspective. It's like, do you know anything about Yoko Taro?
You can say he's Ano 2 Electric Boogaloo.
Yeah, he is.
Or he's Ano 2.0. There is no diversion.
Ha. Okay, yeah, I agree it is better than G-Witch. G-Witch is just gay.
I didn't hate G-Witch. I thought G-Witch was fine.
Eh. He got a big horn.
Is that a big horn, or is he just happy to see us?
A bit of both.
I won't say, I won't correct, I won't pull a well actually on you. I've loved to she because this is another universe, so we don't know what Yoko Taro is going with. But I will say, I do love the design of this Eva unit. I think it's really cool.
Oh, I do too.
It looks like Unit 1, but if his armor was like biologically fused to like the angel's body.
Yeah,
it was like less robotic. That's what it looks like.
Yeah, exactly. And I kind of wonder if what they're going to be doing here, like, for example, obviously that shot we're seeing there is that Eva unit is Berserk. So it's hard to go off if that's going to be what this thing looks like in general. But right now, I do kind of wonder if the Eva is going to be like, if it's going to look like a monster even when it's not Berserk.
That's what I was thinking it was.
That is the question, isn't it?
Yeah, because here's the thing. The original show, the masked plates hides the monster underneath, because at first it was supposed to be a twist that they weren't just giant robots, but monsters. That was supposed to be a twist. You weren't supposed to be expecting it.
Yeah.
Right.
But now everyone, it's not only does everyone know that Eva units are monsters with metal straitjackets on, it's part of like everyone knows it. It's as important to Evangelion as say
they're aliens.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's aliens, but it's aliens.
Yeah, it's
very
Mexicans. Important. Like if you made an Eva thing where the Evas aren't monsters, then it's gonna be why the fuck did you touch Evangelion? Because that's literally.
I have something to say really quick. Hola, senor. Take me to your leader. Bleep, blop, bloop.
I just picturing a gray alien with a sombrero and a big bushy mustache.
Now I'm picturing La Cucaracha. Now I'm hearing La Cucaracha played on a theremin.
Yeah,
theremin.
His laser gun is like built into a maraca.
And the UFO bounces around like a lowrider. Orale.
No, it's a giant tortilla.
And when it comes to that whole thing, though, I'd say...
No, it's a giant sombrero.
When it comes to that whole thing, though, when it comes, if there's no reason to hide it, though, because Evangelion, they have to be monsters. If they're not monsters, it's not Evangelion. And that's part of the reason why I prefer Evangelion over, some other things, is because, well, giant robots are cool, but I'm a kaiju guy, okay? I'm sure Cody is with me on that.
¿Por qué no los dos?
Yeah, I'm a kaiju guy.
I like me some mecha, man.
Huh?
I like me some mecha though. That's cool. I just like robots. That shit cool.
I like giant robots, but for me, giant kaiju. If I had to pick, giant kaiju monsters is where it's at. Kaiju all the way.
Call me a black person because I'm in the minority. I like robots more than kaijus.
Well, you're entitled to your wrong opinion.
Wait, what did I miss? I'm back. I missed everything.
They hit the second tower. They're not.
No, again. Ain't no way.
You guys are just trying to make sure Gojin gets demonetized, aren't you?
But it's not that bad. It's not like that risky. Everyone's nice.
Matt said, "Me, a man of culture. I love both giant robots and giant kaiju. So do me and Cody." But
same. But I prefer robots a little bit more. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's why we're gonna lift your ass. We're gonna crucify you like Jesus Christ. Only you won't be looked up. You won't be looked up to by everyone else. In fact, you won't be a fucking biblical tale. You'll be a cautionary tale.
Oh no!
The opposite.
I'll fall from grace like a mecha Satan or some shit.
But yeah,
my take.
Blasphemous! Silence of blasphemer! Tonight we burn the heretic.
Burn!
No.
a hairy tick. That sounds disgusting.
But anyway,
you reach further for that one than Toku does when he tries to masturbate.
Like I said, I think. Like I said, monsters are already a part of Eva, so I don't know if they're gonna hide it at the beginning of this series, have it where their face is covered with armor, since everyone who goes into Eva knows they're monsters underneath.
I don't think they can after that teaser. That teaser made it pretty clear that these are monsters.
Yeah, so a question I ask is, how will it look when it's not Berserk?
Only time will tell. We can speculate all we want, but in all honesty, when it comes right down to it, we won't know for sure until we see the product itself, or they give us hints and teasers and clips they put online, which could happen. We don't know.
That is true.
Yeah. I guess we'll see. But what's your guys'
Personally, I think it'll have some armor plating on its shoulders and some of its arms and legs. But besides that, the face is going to look kind of like no armor at all, like how you saw it in this teaser.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of wondering too. I was also kind of wondering if maybe if maybe there's even going to be a Berserk mode at all, or if the monster will always have some type of control, say in Ultraman, for example, both the pilot and the one in control are at hand, are working together. That kind of makes me think.
You can think? Did it hurt very much?
Shut up.
No.
I don't shut up. I grew up, and when I look at you, I throw up.
Wow, really mature. That's like some fucking 4th grader level shit right there, man. Come on.
It was funny, and you know it.
It was corny. I've seen it was corny as the non-existent corn of my shit.
That look, no offense.
And you think you're much better than my funny was? Get the fuck out of here with that shit.
No offense, but you are so corny some of the time. You're like ironically really funny a lot of the time.
Get the fuck out of here. Go play hockey on your frozen lake, you darn Canuck.
Joke's on you. I don't know how to skate because I fucking hate skating.
Well, anyway, what do you guys think? Do you guys think that they're gonna like Lupin already gave his thoughts? Do you guys, Cody, your speculation?
Truth be told, I think that they might try to present it as a robot at first, not because they want to trick anybody, but because that thing part of Evangelion is so ingrained in Eva DNA that at this point, with this being the first real spin-off that not attached to the main timeline, it kind of feels like maybe an obligation that they have to do it that way, but never know for sure.
I got one more thing to ask before we end stream. So is this is gonna take place in an alternate universe, right? It's not like an actual direct sequel to the original series in any way.
No, it's not. And that's another thing I want to talk about. But first, I want Toku's opinion on how if what the mech, like if he thinks the unit is gonna look like the Berserk stage like all the time or something.
I believe it. I believe it will. I believe that I'm gonna have like another Berserk stage, but I believe that it's gonna be like a original Yokotaro-esque take.
Are you trying to imply that what we saw might have been its standard stage, but it'll look even freakier when it goes to actual Berserk mode?
That'd be kind of cool, honestly.
Yeah. That would be kind of cool. I'd like that.
Actually, yeah.
I would like that a lot. Now, of course, like I know this is not going to happen, considering that it's just not going to happen, copyright and all. But I would love it. It would be really cool if this Eva of Yokotaro's was in the Nier / Drakengard universe of Yokotaro's.
Could be.
Could be.
It could be a possibility.
I mean, it could be like a DLC. Wait, Nier is a video game, right?
Yes.
Yeah, Nier is a video game, yes.
So yeah, they could probably do that as some sort of... You're a porno, and not a very good one. They're clicking on that link again.
Yeah, I'm the one where everyone gets tested at the end, including the cameraman.
Oh, no.
All right. Sorry, but they're looking at Mad Matt's comments. He said some really funny base stuff. Not to be racist. Mad Matt said not to be racist, but don't Asians in general have small dicks?
No, that's a stereotype. A very funny stereotype, but a stereotype nonetheless.
Last time I checked, Matt, that you weren't Asian.
The Nier Automata anime is dope. Just wondering if the new Evangelion anime is gonna be adaptation of anime. Hairdo can dream. Yeah, it won't, but yeah, that would be peak if they did that. That would be the best Evangelion series. Or
we already talked about that while you were gone.
Yeah, we already discussed that.
Okay.
Hey, it was your decision to go and eat dinner while we were in the middle of streaming. That's on you. You hungry bastard.
He had no choice. He was held at gunpoint.
Oh, he was hungry. Oh, he was hungry for that DICK, I see. Okay.
No, he was being force-fed.
Now, another thing I want to tackle, like, there's these YouTubers, like, people like Giguk and all that. I don't hate Giguk.
I do. I hate them all. I don't like any of them.
When it comes to these, a lot of people are saying, like, let Evangelion die. Why are we continuing Evangelion? This is not a continuation. This is another universe. Like, this is what Anno wanted from the very beginning. Anno said he wanted a show that was like Gundam and things of that nature, like Gundam, Ultraman, Kamen Rider, Godzilla, all that stuff, where it could have an alternative universe version that would get expanded upon multiple times.
But the problem was no one wanted to touch it because they didn't feel qualified.
Yeah, Evangelion.
At first.
Yeah, like Evangelion is it's seen as very sacred when it comes to how it's looked. Like I said, it has a very zealous fan base.
that there's so many manga spin-offs that do that. Like my favorites are Evangelion, like Shinji Koi Writing Project, or like the Harem series, or like what Shinji's trying to be.
We're not talking about manga. We're talking about TV shows and movies.
I know, but I'm talking about like alternate versions of Evangelion. There's tons in the manga and other media outside of just anime.
Oh yeah, but like, for like movies and TV, like nobody really wanted to like follow it because they saw that Array reached a high standard. Like for example, there's this interview I read from the creator of Razafon, like Yutaka Izubuchi. Yutaka Izubuchi, the creator of Razafon, described Evangelion as the last truly unique work of fiction that will set the standard for things to come after. That's what Izubuchi said, and a lot of people share that sentiment.
Let's be honest. The reason no one wanted to make their own version of Eva is because they didn't want the psychotic quote-unquote fans to come after them, try to kill them the same way they tried to kill Ano.
Yeah, because those people are psychotic. Like, I hear Twin Peaks fans are just as psychotic, which makes sense why in Japan, like, Eva was shared the same fan base with David Lynch's Twin Peaks, because everyone was psychotic in both of those communities.
Now I'm thinking of a version of that joke from Kong Skull Island, where the senator's like, maybe I should wear that tinfoil hat I like to wear on Sundays. It's like looking for monsters is the biggest waste of money since looking for alien life. And then Randa's like, yeah, but those guys are nuts. I'm trying to think of a scenario where Eva fans could say that about Twin Peaks fans or vice versa.
The thing is, Eva fans are so fucking weird because a lot of them hate Ano himself. And it's like, Eva is a very personal creation of the artist.
Again,
how can you hate the artist so much yet love his work?
Again, not true fans.
Retards.
Not true fans. I don't like to do gatekeeping, especially since I'm not the biggest Eva fan myself. I do like it, but I wouldn't call myself hardcore. If anything, I'm a filthy casual who's trying to become more hardcore. But even I'm seeing that, I'm like, those people aren't fans. Those people are just assholes.
Yeah,
they deserve to get beaten up and shoved into lockers, in my opinion. Also, Mad Dog earlier said we're getting a new Votoms anime. Honestly, I'm
Mamoru Oshii, the Votoms spinoff. Let's
that
go.
Shit's gonna go fucking hard.
Oh yeah.
Kaiju Not said, "What's up with that new Asuka short?"
We already talked about that shit a long time ago.
A long way.
Yeah,
you're gonna have to rewind it to the beginning to hear that.
Yeah, it's a very interesting thing. Though I will say this: there is a decent cam rip with subtitles on Daily Motion that I could send. It's a good short. It is. I recommend it highly.
Right on. So here's back to the new Eva show. Ano's finally getting to see his dream come true, where Evangelion is getting these various spin-offs, joining the likes of, as Gojin pointed out, the Godzilla franchise, the Kamen Rider franchise, the Gundam franchise, the Ultraman franchise, and Super Sentai before it died a tragic death. Rest in peace, Super Sentai. But I say if this is what Ano wants, let it happen. Don't be trying to be like, oh, just let it die. You know who says that? People who don't like to have fun. And they're not invited to my birthday party at Happy World Land. So get the fuck out of my house.
Yeah.
Happy World Land? What is that, next to Wally World? Go on.
Yeah. It's right down the street. They got fire there.
Yeah, it's overall something that I am. It's something I find very weird because it's like by the logic of make nothing Evangelion again, even if it's a different universe with different characters, different setting, all that stuff. Then you might as well say the same about Godzilla. You might as well say the same about Kamen Rider, Ultraman. You might as well say the same thing about Gundam. It's like, that's what this is. It's not a continuation. If it was like another sequel, sure. Like, hell, I'd understand if it was like an adaptation of Anima, since that is a continuation of the show. But it's not. It is its own thing.
Now, here's my question to you, Gojin. What would you say to people that would argue all those spin-offs shouldn't exist anyways, who will probably hold the 54 Godzilla movie as a sacred cow that shouldn't have been expanded upon and save for the first Kamen Rider or the first Ultraman? What do you say to people like that who are against expansion entirely?
I think they're wrong, but I will give some props for consistency.
Fair enough.
Because that's one thing I demand with people's logic is be fucking consistent, and I'll take you seriously then. But if you're not consistent, you have double standards.
Toku has something to say.
Yes, I really want to talk. But man, I really want to talk about this whole thoughts of these people. Okay, first off, how I respond to these people, I would tell them it's overrated unk slop and just trigger them, block these people. I would just say it's overrated unk slop, the OGs. Okay, now for my main thing. Mad Matt said, these people have said the same thing when G Gundam came out, yammering about new Gundam should just die. G Gundam still rocks. By the way, a lot of these shows, a lot of these Japanese series, they have different types of spin-offs and like by different people's takes, and that's part of the uniqueness. It's not just the one thing. It's the different people make their own versions of stuff. Like a G Gundam was like right after it was only Tomy Gundam. Victor was the most depressing, grim, dark series ever. Then G Gundam was full blown, super robot, and a complete slam to face everything that came before. And it was unironically one of the all-time best to this day. And drive in the whole new generation. The same thing with we could talk about Kamen Rider. Kamen Rider would evolve in different series from Ryuki. It was very controversial. It's probably just for the trends too, but they did it very well throughout the years. And the same can be said for a lot of other things. That's my favorite thing, is seeing different people's takes on different versions of what they like. And it inspires other people to do the same.
Yeah, it's like if it's an alternate reality, there's really nothing to complain about. It's like it's not like continuing what already concluded. What it's doing is taking the base concepts of Eva, and the base concept of Eva, how I would say at least, is giant monsters strapped in metal straitjackets, a Ultraman-like support team, and of course very alien-like monsters that destroy the city. I'd say philosophy isn't philosophy is very important to the original Eva show, but some artists, like for example Anima, to my understanding, stepped away from the philosophy, so I guess I can't put that as like a key. The keys to Eva is mostly those. I'd say mostly philosophy. Like I think Eva should mostly tackle topics like that, since it's so key to it. And even
I would agree with you, but I would also add that it doesn't have to be the same philosophy. You can look at different aspects of life and get philosophical about those, because diversity in storytelling.
Well, yeah, like for example, since Eva is like very personal to Anno and the original Gainax crew, I'd say like any Eva work would probably be ideal if it's personal to that creator.
Mm-hmm. And I would like to say really quickly to anyone who's against expansion, I very strongly disagree, because that's the killer of diversity in storytelling. No, not political diversity, not social political diversity. We're not getting into that shit. But I mean the ability to take similar concepts and tell brand new stories with brand new characters with them.
We got what you were meaning. We were getting what you meant, dude.
But
me too.
It ultimately depends on the people that are doing it. Because
Agreed.
stuff like Gundam and Kamen Rider, I think they would do it well most of the time. But then look at modern stuff like Ben 10, where we get a new revival alongside. We have a comic that's adult reimagining by the original creators that looks ugly and absolutely horrible.
It's not that bad.
It's pretty bad.
Have you seen the leaks for the new cartoon that looks?
We got that ugly comic, and alongside the brand new reboot series that looks like one of the worst CalArt slop I've ever seen.
Y'all know about the 2016 Ben 10 series?
Yeah, it looks worse. That's gonna be worse.
And that already was shit.
Yeah, that's like, and this is supposed to be the big grand Benton revival, and I'm like, please let it to rest. Let it to rest.
But those expansions are the exception, not the rule. Because again, you go across the pond and you look at what Japan was able to do, and you're all look over at America, and you're like, guys, look at all this. Get good like this, motherfuckers.
Yeah, it's dog shit. It's like, for example, with what's the word I'm looking for? It's like this, for example. This is probably going to be good because it has talented artists behind it. You have Yoko Taro, who made masterpieces like Nier, doing the writing. Keiji Akabe, composing the music, who also did masterpieces like Nier and multiple other things. Kazuya Tsurumaki, who's been there for Evangelion from day one and multiple other things directing it. So it's going to be good, probably. Like, I'd imagine it's going to be very good.
Okay,
Right up.
I gotta say something. Mad Dog said something recently. His favorite UC Gundam is Zeta and Char's counterattack with the others. Personally, I fully agree, but I'd also throw in some.
But okay.
Yeah, I'd throw in like a few other shows. Like I also like Double Zeta. Sure, the opening's kind of goofy, but I like that.
Okay. You've never seen that much. So I'll just like brush through this because we're talking about this. And I wanted to say this later, but oh well. I will agree. G Gundam is also my favorite non-UC series, along with Gundam X. From what I've seen so far, I really like C2. And Turn A is slop. Turn A is pretentious slop for pretentious people online.
Turn A used to be your favorite.
I cringe now because I cringe because like, oh my god, everyone who likes Turn A is the new Kevin. Think of Kevin, but they all like Turn A. That's everyone who likes Turn A.
Kevin.
Yes.
I still think Turn A is great. It's just the community about it are fucking stupid. But
yes.
Victory is good. Me and Toku are currently watching Victory. That shit's good.
My favorite, I will agree. Char's counterattack, my favorites. My favorite you see is Char's counterattack and the Victory in Double Zeta. 0083, I do like Stardust Memory a lot. I'm not that crazy about Thunderbolts. I think it's all right, but people overhype it. No, I actually do like Turn A. I think Turn A is a objectively well-made artistic show. I do like it quite a bit, but
you just don't like the people who like it.
I don't know how to attract these people. These people make me ashamed to ever like it. Like, be glad. These are like, how you describe Kevin, but on steroids.
Well, it's like, I'll be honest, like, I'm kind of like those fandoms in general at this point, because most of them has just kind of been very insufferable, Godzilla fans included. So I just kind of like stay in my own lane, and that's one of the reasons why I decided to like become even more of a film buff than before, because I wanted to like expand my.
I said that's valid.
Like, I wanted to like expand my horizon to less nerdy shit and go on to like movies and shows in general of all kinds. And I gotta say, I don't regret it. It's led me to watch films like Scarface, which is fucking incredible, among multiple other things.
If I might interject, I would like to say to people, don't let these cringy-ass toxic fanboys color your perception of the thing that they're splurging about. Because the product itself could still be good, but you'll never know if you let these bitch-ass babies steer you away from said product.
Yeah, because like, for example, I love Evangelion, but its community, we can all agree, a lot of shit.
Oh yes, it's gotten worse over time.
I wouldn't say it's gotten worse over time. Like, bro, it was in the 90s where they were thinking of where they were planning how they were going to kill Hideaki Anno. If anything, it's gotten better.
I know, but now they have people saying like this is problematic. Even would be better if it was this and that. You're a pedophile. If you're like this, Anno is actually a horrible human being. Anno is actually a really
those people aren't even weebs. Those are just fucking faggots.
Yeah.
Normie outsiders slops.
And Lupin, can you please stop saying that? It might get me in trouble.
Please,
sorry.
Only that's allowed.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm so sorry. Let's just Mad Matt. I agree with you, but we were talking about something else. But let's just quickly try to finish this off, bruh. I fucking hate how these people glaze turning well, claiming on their political agenda. Oh yes, all this people think like Turn A is like a transgender allegory, this and that and stuff. Like how many of these dementic schmucks? I just said this. Okay.
I just got off work, bro.
Like
sorry,
how many of
Cody's
these demented schmucks? I'll just say, while LaRon's getting groomed by older woman, it should have been me, not him. Why couldn't it be me? Freaking A. Okay, see you later, Matt. Now let's finish talking about that. Actually, even got enough with the talk. Oh. We get off the real please.
Yeah. Overall, I'm hyped for it. I'm a fan of Nier. I'm a fan of Evangelion. To me, it looks good. To me, what can go wrong here? It has a lot of potential.
Yes.
What can go wrong?
Everything.
Only fears are like after they just made a Gundam G Quicks, which they made like after episode 8. Oh, we couldn't figure out what to do in the end. With like, there originally it was going to be all about the clan battling But then the studio interference, I think with Sunrise, they didn't end up doing that. And in the end, they're like, "Oh, we couldn't figure it in the end, so we just made up random stuff as it went along." And I'm just like, "Oh wow, that explains a lot."
Yeah.
That's like a fear of the new Eva series that they might do something similar.
I don't think Yoko Taro would let that like take him down.
There is always a chance because we don't know for sure until the product comes out. The way I look at it is like the ending of that one movie, Fanboys, where the fanboys go to see Star Wars Episode 1, which they've been trying to do the whole movie. Yeah, and then they finally sit down and watch it in theaters, and one guy's like, "Hey guys, what if it sucks?" There's always that what if. Because George Lucas, we can all agree, made something really special when he brought Star Wars to the forefront. But then over time, some slop got mixed in. So there's always a chance that could happen. I don't know if it will happen with this show. I hope not, but there's always that possibility. So you can't ever say 100% that's not going to happen.
I hope not,
especially
since I'd imagine that this is probably Yoko Taro's passion project, given how obsessed he is with Ava.
Absolutely. And I'm happy for him, and I'm actually excited for the same as you are, Gojin. Not just for the show itself, because, it's the first true blue Ava spinoff, not directly tied to the original story of Shinji and them, but it also... I'm excited for that too, but it also opens the door to so many other possibilities. We could get so many different types of Ava shows. We could even get, if God willing, we even could get one where the Avas are giant robots down the line, or it's just that escapism. It could happen. I'm not saying I want that to happen. I'd have to see the product itself, but the floodgates are open now, is what I'm trying to say, or at least they will be if this takes off.
Yeah, I hope we get to more universes and all that. One I'd hope to see is a live action show. That's something I would like to see, and this is me pipe dreaming, but Takashi Yamazaki would be my ideal.
I wouldn't be opposed to that, but I don't know if it would work, only because Ano himself has said that he doesn't think Ava could work in live action. Especially, I'm pretty sure he said that. I know that I only say this because remember when JTV was trying to do those live action Ava Evangelion movies? Yeah, I think he said it around that time, and also said that he doesn't trust anyone with a Western mentality of filmmaking to do it, which I don't.
Valid.
I guess that's valid. I kind of wish that he was more open to it, wasn't so closed off to it. But considering the West's track record, I can't say I don't get it.
Yeah,
I don't blame him.
Though I will say, when it comes to a live action Ava, preferably it'd be its own thing, like this, new characters, new story, all that. But if it would just be a remake of the show, I got the perfect casting for G.N.O Ikari.
Who dat?
Akira Imoto. Actor who played Akira Yuki in Godzilla vs. Space Godzilla and in Shin Godzilla. I forgot the character's name in Shin Godzilla, not because he was a bad character, but because there was, a lot of fucking names in there. So every politician keeping its name in there is tough. But I think he would be a perfect Gendo.
You son of a bitch, I'm in.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, seriously, I am down for that if the right people worked on it. Because, in my opinion, with very few exceptions, there's no such thing as a bad idea, just bad execution.
Yes, I agree with that. There's exceptions, but not the majority.
I mean, there are some bad ideas. Let's be honest.
I said exceptions, motherfucker.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
My bad. I'll talk louder next time.
I'm going just on the one here.
Basically, the exceptions all boil down to 1, morality, 2, if it writes yourself in a fucking corner, like a lot of the things in the Star Wars sequels.
So competency.
Yeah, those are the exceptions. Is when the concept writes you in a corner, and if it's say, what's the word I'm looking for? If it writes you in a corner, or if it's immoral. Again, Cuties is a perfect example of of being immoral.
Hey, caramba.
Yeah, that's a perfect example.
I was wondering what you meant by immoral, and that's when you say cuties, like, I see.
Yeah,
so here's my thing with Cuties. The person who wrote and directed that was basing it off of their own experiences and trying to bring what's the word? Awareness to the exploitation of children. And I'm like, I get that, but at the same time, I saw the trailer for it. You're making children, actual child actors, do those exploitative things, so it contradicts itself by, in fact, being an exploitation of children in that way.
Yeah. Now, one of the examples I gave Cody earlier, I don't remember if this was on the stream or not, but I said something like, if Godzilla turns, like, the Big Action Bill came up with this idea as an example of ideas not working. Godzilla evolving into a giraffe and growing wings and flying away. Like, that sounds absurd, but it actually can work. Because here's the thing, I guarantee it, David Lynch's Godzilla, nobody would be ready for David Lynch's Godzilla, okay? Because that's what would happen.
Wasn't there one of the alternate endings planned for Shin Godzilla where Shin Godzilla turns into, like, an angelic, statuesque humanoid figure at the end?
No, that was a drawing you saw in the concept art. Like, many people interpreted that as, like, another form for Godzilla, but that's never been fucking confirmed. Like, that was just, like, one of the many concept designs.
Fair enough.
But, basically, something like that can actually work for, like, a very abstract storyteller like, say, David Lynch. It's just, not everyone would obviously want that. Now, that wouldn't make it a bad movie if it's supposed to be trippy. If it's supposed to be trippy and it does what it set out to do, then okay. But it's like, Big Action Bill used that as an example of a concept that wouldn't work. No, it can. Just a lot of people wouldn't like it. But that'd be them.
True.
Because, like, David Lynch is a perfect example. Anything could fucking work in terms of craziness. Like, he is another level of absurd.
Right on.
Left leg.
But, anything else we got to say regarding this?
No, I think we got it all good.
We got it all good.
I can't wait to watch the Asuka short. We don't know what to do with the TV.
It's been set for like a few days, bruh.
What?
God
I was in
damn
the
it.
Asuka store. It's been like.
I already explained why I haven't watched it yet. God damn it. Well, have you not been paying attention?
I was joking. I was joking.
Get out of my swamp, donkey! You stubborn jackass! But we don't know what they're doing with the TV edit yet. There's a good chance nothing really special. The controversy about AI, the AI image, went way too overblown, and we're all excited for this new Ava show. It sounds like it has the potential to be fucking lit like a motherfucker, like a huge ass bonfire. I think we basically covered all the bases.
Yeah,
I think so too.
He's stealing home.
But one thing more I'd like to say regarding I told you to watch the Asuka short after End of Evangelion.
Yes.
I changed my mind. Watch, since it's marketed as an episode 27, watch it after episode 26, and then End of Evangelion.
You got it, boss.
I think you would appreciate it a lot. Because again,
hey, look, boss, the plane.
Because like I said, Anno called Evangelion a puzzle, and while he was talking about ambiguity, I think another thing he was meaning is like originally the last two episodes and End of Evangelion were pieces of a puzzle that go together. Now the Asuka is a piece of a puzzle that goes together. Just the issue is Khara might be wanting that to be a lost piece of a puzzle, but nobody's gonna let that happen, thankfully. So
that's one of the beautiful things about this day and age of technology and internet. You can save stuff that could have been lost otherwise.
Yeah, exactly. Because
so it has its perks.
It does. Like, it's on a Daily Motion, and I'm gonna try to make it like the version on Daily Motion is already pretty decent. You could see stuff. You could see every detail. The sound is tolerable and all that.
You detail these nuts.
But I'm gonna try with editing to make it even better. I'm gonna try. With my own limited understanding of skill sets, I'm going to try to make it even better.
I have faith in you, Joey. Don't fuck it up, or else someone might blow up the world.
By the way, where were you at in Evangelion again currently, Cody?
I just watched episode 18 this morning.
Hell yeah, you're pretty far in the show now.
Yeah, and so far, I've been able to enjoy it for what it is. It's not my regular thing. I'm not into abstract and more melancholy type of stuff. But for what it is, I've been able to appreciate it, and I'm glad Ano got to make the show he wanted to make.
Indeed. But anyway.
And by the way, Ray is still my favorite character. Suck it, bitches.
Yay, bitch. Yes, Ray is better than Asuka. For sure. Mari is the best, though, but Ray is better.
Mari's the best, but Ray's better? What?
Mari's the best, but Ray's better than Asuka.
Well, okay. First, I was like, you can't have it both ways. Pick a lane and stay in it. Because I thought you were saying that Ray was better than the best.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that make her the best?
Yeah.
She's not
I don't
best,
care.
She's the breast.
All right. Toku, I'm going to tell you something. I don't care what your parents say. You're autistic as fuck, just like me. Accept it.
I don't know about autism, but I definitely got something, probably.
It's herpes.
No.
Yeah,
One of us.
Lupin gave it to him. We gave him to
Herpes? Bruh, everyone got herpes. What the heck?
Man, everyone got AIDS and shit.
Not everyone's been sleeping with Lupin.
Bruh, I don't even have any of that shit. I'm a virgin.
You say that proudly.
Yeah, to prove that to you I'm not fucking gay, because I'm not.
Meanwhile, I'm the only one on this podcast who's gotten fucking laid.
Somehow.
He fucked your mom.
It's because Shorty, I'm beautiful.
Tell yourself that now.
You wouldn't like her mom. Her mom is wild. His mom's crazy. Your mom.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
Your mama's so crazy that you and she know so crazy.
But anyway,
What?
that's it for this episode. Thank you all for watching. Like I said, expect content soon. I have raised my standards on what I'm going to be producing forward.
But not hosts, but not guest hosts, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
We're
even
gonna
with
be the
podcasts,
same
like I said, I'm going
retards.
to make sure that they're of better quality now. But yeah, was happy to talk about all this. Thank you all for watching. Everyone have a great day. This is Gojin the Makai Phantom leaving the building.
Stay awesome, people.
Bye.
Keep your dreams dry and your pants wet, people.
I haven't got that in years.